Worthless. Yo, what's going on, y'all? If you don't know yet, that's my song, Worth It, man. You know, I hope y'all like it, man. I definitely wrote it, basically just to kind of talk about, you know what I'm saying, everything that's been going on this year, man. Sometimes you be like, man, is it worth it, man? Sometimes you get down, man. It's just a real song, but, you know, we got to keep moving, keep pushing forward, man. But, you know, we're human, man. Sometimes we get down on ourselves. Sometimes we feel like giving up, but we got to keep pushing forward, man. But I want to welcome y'all to Red Lights Don't Exist, man. Thank you for the support. Thank y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Like I said, man, it's just feel good to just be able to do the podcast. It's a blessing, man, just to be able to express myself. It's something I've been trying to do for a long time, man. And, you know, doing a podcast is just perfect for me. I talk a lot anyway, you know. Yeah, man, still working, mainly focused on the podcast. You know, I had people asking about the paintings in the back. Those are my paintings. You know, check them out. Yeah, I paint as well. You know, author, doing this podcast. You know, I do a lot of different stuff. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes too much. You know, but yeah, that's my work in the back. Thanks for asking me about it and stuff like that. But yeah, man, just feeling blessed, man. You know, grateful, thankful. And that's pretty much it, man. We in December. You know, Christmas coming up and stuff like that. So yeah, man, I'm just feeling the spirit, man. I always like the energy around this year, man. It's always, you know, a good vibe. But without further ado, man, I didn't really know what I was going to talk about today until the last minute. I want to talk about the hood. This idea that, you know, I love the hood. You know what I'm saying? Where people be like, man, I just love the hood so much. And I get it, you know what I'm saying? To a certain extent, it's where you come from. It made you, man. You know, it's like that idea, you know, that skit that Dave Chappelle made on his show, talking about when keeping it real goes wrong, man. That was so real, dog, because, you know, I done been in, you know, situations where I try to keep it real and found myself in some bad situations pretty much. But yeah, man, just growing up in the hood, man, it's set up a certain way, you know. It's just set up for you to fail pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying a few moments ago, it's just like we all want to big up and appreciate and show love to the place we come from. But it's like when your community or where you come from is full of destruction, you know, it's like you have to come to the realization that you deserve better. You know, I remember just growing up in the hood. I thought it was the best place on earth, you know, when I was growing up as a kid. You know, when I was younger, you know, we used to ride bikes, play, you know, basketball, used to play football in the street, pick them up, mess them up, all this stuff, man. So I feel like I had a fun childhood, but the things I didn't really realize until I got older is just like drugs in my community. You know what I'm saying? People dying next door to you, gunshots every night. You know, your family struggling just to, you know, provide for you and just so you can have, you know, the things that you need to, you know, live life pretty much. It was rough, man. You know, just looking back on it, man, it's just a lot of young brothers lost their life, not only to violence, but just, you know, selling dope, you know. A lot of brothers locked up. You know, it's like the hood, you know, it's not the ideal place to grow up for a lot of people, you know. So yeah, don't get it twisted. You know, you hear cats saying, "Oh man, I ain't never leaving the hood, dude. Get up out of there. Go see something different, man." You know, the world is so much bigger than the hoods. You know, I remember, man, it's like when I was, you know, in the hood or whatever, it's like I didn't see people who looked different than me. So my perception of those people was based on the things that I saw on TV or the things that I read in books and stuff like that. It wasn't until I went to college that I started to, you know, learn about other cultures learn about other people, I'm like, man, it's like everybody don't, excuse me for saying this, but it's real though. It's like everybody don't eat chicken, or everybody don't, you know what I'm saying, drink Fago or something. You know, it's just like your scope is just so limited, man, based on where you come from. It's just like the world is so much bigger, man, than where you come from. So it's like we have to expand our minds, man. We have to be open to other things. And I think that, you know, that's the recipe for, you know, making it out that, you know, that mentality to where, you know, you don't see yourself growing, you don't see your dreams coming true. You have to leave the block. You know what I'm saying? Because staying on the block, man, shit, just real talk, you end up dead. And that's not even just, you know, I'm not even talking about like just dying. I'm talking about mentally too. Because if you're around people that's not progressing or doing anything every day, it's just like, what you think you're going to do? It's like, it's no inspiration. You know, you got to push forward and, you know, want more for yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, me, man, like I said, I appreciate everything I got growing up from, you know, growing up in the hood, and, you know, me being from Detroit, man, it's like I wouldn't change a thing about my life, but it's like that's not where I want to stay. You know, that's not where I want my kids to be raised up. You know what I'm saying? My family did what they had to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed to have had a roof over my head, you know, and things like that, but you don't want your family to grow up in the hood. You don't want your family to face constant danger, you know, walking through certain neighborhoods, there's gangs and stuff like that. So you have to find alternate routes. You know, you might look at a person the wrong way. You just never know, man. You don't want to live with that type of stress and anxiety every day. You know what I'm saying? So this philosophy, this idea that, you know what I'm saying, I want to live in the hood all my life is bullshit. Get up out of there. ASAP, whatever chance you get, you know what I'm saying? Experience life, you know, experience the world. It's so much bigger than that block and four corners you grew up on. And that's just speaking from experience, man. It's just like, it's really, this whole idea of a trap is really a trap. You're not meant to make it out. Unless you know what I'm saying, have the mentality, it's like you just want better. You know what I'm saying? You got to find it deep within. It's hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, because most people is just, they be stuck, man. Most people, you know what I'm saying? Most people be loving the, you know, loving the block. You know what I'm saying? They love to sit on the block and, you know, drink, chill, shoot the shit. You know, the violence or whatever it is, it becomes a normalcy. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's normal to, you know, just hear gunshots. And I remember it was like, man, it wasn't no gunshots. I remember one night, I didn't hear no gunshots that night. It's like, man, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? And that's sickening. It becomes sickening, man, just to see, you know, dead bodies in the street. It's just like when that becomes normal, dog, it's just like, that's sad, you know. But a lot of kids, it's like, you know, seeing the things that you see when you grow up in the hood has become normal to them, man. And that's something that you don't want, man. You know, kids deserve more out of life. So, yeah, man, I just want to talk about just the block, man. And I think the thing that changed my perspective was just getting up out of there and seeing other stuff and knowing and learning from people that live different than me, that look different than me. You know, it's like the world is so much bigger than the block, man. So whatever you can do, man, I know it's hard to get off, you know, but work at it. You know what I'm saying? Any opportunity you get to see something else, man, take advantage of it. Just real talk, man. Just my thoughts. But I appreciate y'all for listening, man. And remember, man, red lights don't exist. See y'all next week. Peace.